In a period marked by escalating tensions and intricate geopolitical maneuvers, Iran's President Masud Pesken has issued a poignant letter to the American populace. This communication emerges amidst a backdrop of strained relations between Iran and the United States, further complicated by a series of contentious exchanges between their respective leaders. Pesken's letter is a deliberate attempt to bridge the widening chasm of misunderstanding and hostility, seeking to address the American people directly and shed light on Iran's stance amidst an increasingly fraught international arena. The Iranian president's letter comes at a critical juncture. It underscores a plea for understanding, aiming to dispel notions of enmity between the Iranian and American people. He emphasizes that the Iranian populace harbors no hostility towards the American people, Europe, or neighboring countries. This assertion seeks to humanize the Iranian perspective, illustrating a nation not driven by aggression, but rather one that feels besieged by external pressures. This narrative is notably aimed at countering the portrayal of Iran as a belligerent state, a depiction often promulgated by U.S. officials. Central to Pesken's message is his condemnation of attacks on Iran's vital infrastructure, which he describes as actions that go beyond constituting a war crime. By highlighting such attacks, Pesken aims to elicit empathy and provoke contemplation among the American public about the ethical and humanitarian implications of such military actions. The letter serves as a reminder that the ramifications of these aggressive measures extend far beyond Iran's borders, suggesting potential regional destabilization and broader geopolitical consequences. Pesken's correspondence is not merely an appeal for empathy. It is also a strategic maneuver in the ongoing narrative war between Tehran and Washington. The president's rhetorical questions, such as whether America first is truly the priority of the U.S. government today, are calculated to provoke introspection within the American public about their government's foreign policy priorities. The choice, Pesken argues, is between confrontation and engagement, a decision that is both real and consequential, with outcomes that will shape the future for generations to come. The timing of this letter is particularly significant. It precedes an anticipated address by the U.S. president, amplifying its relevance and urgency. This preemptive communication seeks to frame the discourse, challenging the narrative that might be advanced by American leadership. The Iranian administration's strategy involves positioning itself as a victim of external aggression, a nation engaged in defending its sovereignty and dignity, rather than one that is seeking to provoke conflict. This narrative is reinforced by historical context. Pesken alludes to the Iran-Iraq War of the 1980s, referred to by Iranians as the imposed war. By labeling the current situation as the second imposed war, Pesken draws parallels with past grievances, framing the current geopolitical tensions as another instance of Iran being cornered into conflict. This historical reference serves to bolster Iran's position as a nation that has repeatedly faced external aggression, thereby seeking to justify its current defensive posture. The Iranian leadership's communication strategy is multifaceted. Besides the president's letter, the supreme leader of Iran has also issued messages aimed at reinforcing this narrative. These messages coincide with the anniversary of the Islamic Republic Day, a symbolic moment that underscores national resilience and unity in the face of external threats. The timing and content of these communications are designed to fortify Iran's domestic and international image as a nation steadfast in its resolve to protect its sovereignty. In Tehran, there is a concerted effort to craft and disseminate a narrative that counters the portrayal advanced by President Trump and his administration. This portrayal often characterizes Iran as an aggressor that must be subdued. However, Pesken's letter, alongside messages from other Iranian leaders, seeks to portray Iran as a nation unwilling to capitulate to external pressures, yet open to dialogue and negotiation. This duality of strength and openness is a central theme in Iran's diplomatic communication strategy. Iran's outreach to the American public is part of a broader diplomatic effort to sway international opinion. By addressing the American people directly, Pesken aims to create a fissure between the U.S. government and its citizens, potentially fostering domestic pressure on the American administration to reconsider its stance towards Iran. This strategy reflects Iran's understanding of the power of public opinion in shaping foreign policy, particularly in democratic societies. The implications of this narrative battle are profound. Should the Iranian narrative gain traction, it could lead to increased scrutiny of U.S. foreign policy decisions, particularly those concerning military interventions and their humanitarian impacts. Furthermore, it might encourage other nations to reevaluate their positions, potentially leading to shifts in international alliances and diplomatic engagements. As the situation unfolds, the world watches closely. The exchanges between Iran and the United States are not just bilateral issues. They have the potential to reshape regional dynamics and influence global geopolitical trends. The Iranian leadership's strategic communication efforts are a testament to the high stakes involved and the intricate interplay of diplomacy, public opinion, and international relations. The outcome of this narrative contest will likely have lasting implications not only for Iran and the United States, but for the broader international community as well. In the unfolding landscape of global geopolitics, the letter penned by Iran's President Masud Pesken to the American people emerges as a pivotal moment, reflecting a complex interplay of diplomatic narratives and strategic communications between Tehran and Washington. The backdrop of this missive is a period of heightened tension and mutual distrust, exacerbated by the actions and rhetoric of both nations' leadership. This correspondence serves as a critical juncture in the evolving discourse, encapsulating Iran's attempt to reframe its narrative in the eyes of the international community. Pesken's letter is a calculated effort to address the American public directly, bypassing traditional diplomatic channels in favor of a more personal appeal. This approach underscores a significant shift in Iran's strategy, aiming to humanize its stance and counter perceptions of hostility. By declaring that the Iranian people harbor no hostility towards the American people, Europe, or neighboring countries, Pesken seeks to dismantle the image of Iran as a belligerent state, a portrayal frequently advanced by U.S. officials and media outlets. This narrative is further reinforced by Pesken's condemnation of attacks on Iran's critical infrastructure, which he characterizes as actions that go beyond constituting a war crime. This accusation is not merely a rhetorical flourish. It is a pointed critique aimed at eliciting empathy from the American public. By framing these attacks as ethically and humanitarily questionable, Pesken hopes to provoke a reevaluation of the consequences of such military actions. He warns that the implications of these aggressive measures extend far beyond Iran's borders, suggesting potential regional destabilization and broader geopolitical ramifications. The timing of the letter is particularly noteworthy. It coincides with a period when the U.S. administration under President Trump has intensified its pressure on Iran, employing a strategy of maximum pressure that includes economic sanctions and military posturing. This context is crucial in understanding the motivations behind Pesken's direct appeal to the American people. By engaging directly with the public, Pesken aims to create a fissure between the American populace and the Trump administration, challenging the narrative that portrays Iran as an instigator of conflict. This strategic maneuver is further evidenced by Pesken's rhetorical questioning of U.S. priorities, asking whether America first is truly the priority of the U.S. government today. This provocative inquiry seeks to cast doubt on the alignment of U.S. foreign policy with the interests and values of its citizens. By framing the choice between confrontation and engagement as both real and consequential, Pesken underscores the stakes involved, emphasizing that the outcome will shape the future for generations.